For calculation 3, what they are saying, let's say I'm writing here, not here, sorry, not here, here. It should be coming here. Let's say value or score to present, score to represent, right? What it should be? It should be the same like this that we have calculated. Let me highlight this one. So it should be the same. These are the same values that I have highlighted with the blue color. Agree? Now, how you are going to present? You need some pointer as well. You need some visualization or you need some dashboard in that case. I need to develop a automated dashboard. You just select an employee. Your all the 4 ratings should be represented in terms of a dashboard, right? I'm not going to look at your calculation part. I will be looking as a top management. I will be looking to make a business decision, your representation of all the parameters to make a final decision to deploy the employee for a particular project or not, right? So what we are going to develop? We are going to develop a dashboard for that, for all the 4 ratings, right? So how to develop? Let me select my first call in this, right? Let me select for WLB, right? My first rating. Here I'm selecting somewhere. Just click on this insert. Click on this donut chart. Donut chart I've selected, right? My donut chart I have selected, but before that, I need to calculate the sum. Like I was mentioning, I need to make cumulative analysis in this total, or I can say the max. Max percentage can be 100%, right? Or max value should be 100% only. Can I make a sum of this? If I make a sum of these value, it should be 100, right? Sum of all the verticals, like very low 20, then low, high, average, and very high, whatever it is, right? 100. I will prove it. It cannot be on, it should not always be on 100. It can be any value. My dashboard will give you the answer, right? It can be any value. So how to do this one? Let's say, and I need to make a sum of this also, like a max of, sorry, not here, equals to sum of like this, these values, max. So max, I can highlight this value, max, right, with a yellow color. I'm highlighting this max value for all the 4. Let's say again, there's a max. Because beyond that, we cannot calculate or we cannot represent a person who is having 101% score or maybe a rating of 6. That is not allowed with the system. Rating is a high rating is a 5 or 100% is the max. So sum of all these values like this. And finally, like this, what you can say, max of. So again, it is a sum of 100%, right? Like this. Simple. So let me highlight these also. That we have calculated. What I need to represent? I need to represent 60. In case of the WLB, in case of this score, I need to present or I need to repeat this one. I need to click on this. In a single dashboard, I need to represent score of this equals to the same, this value, right? This value and this value is the same. I can make a change, right? You can consider this color coding as the same. This value I am getting here, score to represent, right? Simple. Now, if I click on this, in case of this performance rating, I need to represent this one also. Which value? This one. Direct cell address. Let's say I'm giving another color here, orange color and orange color. And finally, which value I need to present? The project completion rate. Again, let's say score to represent, right? Equals to the percentage that we have calculated, right? This score may be great, right? This score and this score are same that we have calculated already. right? Now, what I have done, I have created a simple donut chart. What I need to do, I need to select the values, or in another way, let me delete that one. Can I select the calculation part? If I select these values, including the max, please include the max also, right? Please include the max value also. You select all the values and click on this insert, click on this donut chart, right? Now, just put this donut chart somewhere here, right? Chart title I'm removing so that it can be enlarged, right? It is showing all the values, right? Very low, low, high, and so, including your max value. If you see, half of the max, half of the orange color or half of the donut is orange colored, right? What is the significance of this? That is the max value. And what is the max value? It is the sum of the all other values. Agree? Understand the logic first. It can be any value. It is not always 100%, right? It can be any value. Let's say 120 or maybe 130 ratings, or maybe a project completion score 140. And out of that, we are going to represent the value of 60. It can be anything, but understand the logic. Value may change, right? I will change the also. So it is representing all these values. So anything to repeat in this? How I have created donut? Simple donut chart by selecting all these values. Calculation 2, right? I have selected calculation 2, including the max. Now, if you see, or let me go for this uh, control Z. If you see by color coding, very low is my first reading, that is represented by the dark blue color. Agree? That is represented by the dark blue color. That means my this blue color. Agree or not? This is representing me as a rating of very low, 0 to 20. Dark blue color. Agree? But if you say my 0 to 1 or my 0 to 1 rating, that is a 0 to 20%, is somewhere in the air, right? Somewhere in the air. That means a vertically aligned. My first rating is starting from vertical 90-degree. That is absolutely incorrect by the software. Agree with the logic? Let me repeat that one. What actually happening here, when I selected calculation 2, right? When I selected calculation 2 here, based on the rating, my first rating, 0 to 1, very low. 0 to 20%, one rating is coming somewhere vertically 90-degree. That is not my expectation. Somewhere it should start horizontally left side. Horizontally left side. That means what I need to check, I need to check my format data point angle of my first slice. I have selected my first angle, my first slice, that is my rating 1, right? That is my rating 1. Let's say if I click on this, I'm rotating my angle, right? I'm rotating my angle here. See, so that my rating should start somewhere on horizontally 0. It should not be vertical 90-degree always. No, that is wrong concept as per mathematics. So if I rotate 270-degree, right? I rotate 270. Now if you click on this, my first rating is blue color, dark blue color. Agree? That is my, what you can say, my first rating, very low, blue color. My second rating, my third rating, my fourth rating with the magenta color, and the fifth rating, light blue. What I need to do, let me remove that one also now. Agree? And if I click on this, let's say again, can I increase? There is another option to make the width of this donut like this. I have made a thick one, right? So that it should represent very well. What I have done, I have used the whole size donut option, and I have made from 60 or 90% to 42% to 40% as per your choice. So that it should be visible from far whenever you are presenting for the top management, right? Simple one. Now, if I hide this one, let me hide first, and then I will explain why I have make a changes for this. What is it? It is representing my 5 ratings. Agree? Anyone who is not supporting my statement? or anyone need a repeat? These five
Sir,
colors,
click
repeat.
on change the start point of the slice.
Okay. So before that, let me cover that. These five colors are representing my five ratings. Starting from dark blue, that is a one, and or a red one is a second, or a green one is third, magenta is four, and light blue, or maybe the cyan color is the five rating, fifth rating. Five color, five rating. So let me repeat that one. What I have done. So what I have done, so I have selected all calculation two, including the max value. है ना? Including the max value, I have selected these. Clicking on this insert, I have created a donut chart for this, right? By default, it is my first rating is coming vertically. So my first rating is coming vertically 90 degree. That is not good one. My rating should start from horizontally 0. है ना? My horizontally 0 to 180 degree. That is my concept in WLP. So in this case, if I select my first rating, let's say first one, there is another option. If I click on this right click, format data series. So there is option angle of my first slice. My first slice is blue one, right? I have selected my first rating one. Now if I rotate 270 degree, directly I'm writing here 270 degree. Now my first rating is coming horizontally aligned as 0 with the 0. And ideally, idle. Earlier it was a 90 degree. That was not the correct mode of representation. After that, what I have done, I have just see the donut hole size. It can be increased or decreased also. See, the thickness is reduced. If you need more thickness, just reduce the hole size percentage. So what I have done, I have making around 40% or 40%, so that it should be visible from far when I am moving my values or my ratings. है ना? Whenever I'm going to move my ratings, it should be visible from far. Whenever I'm presenting or publishing this one, right? Now, if I click the max part, orange one, है ना? When I'm going to click on this max part or orange part, I need to select no fill. There is another option, no fill, no border, like this. By this method, and let me just a little bit enlarge so that it should be visible. My first rating, like this. Simple. My five colors, my five rating. Can I write ratings, please? Can I write ratings? In that way, if I create insert, let's say, going for this insert, there is another option, text box, right? There is another option, text box. Just like a list box, I'm creating a text box here. Equals to. After creating a text box, just make equals to and directly hit formula bar equals to. What is my cell address? My cell address is here is very low, right? Or I can manually write very low or maybe something like this. Simple, right? Either I can give a directly cell address 0 to 20% or maybe something, or I can directly write like very low rating one. Simple one. Okay. Okay, so I need to provide what I need to provide. Okay, cell address is fine. So it is not taking the direct value. So, but in that case, it will be lengthy one. If I give it cell address and putting so much of values in this. So what I can do, I can reduce the font size as well. Not a 9. So a little bit. I can reduce, or I can give no outline as well. No outline, no fill for this also. So that whenever you are pasting this over the chart, right, where it is, no fill. Yeah. No fill, no fill, no outline. Now if I paste like this, but it will be very lengthy, na? So let me remove that one, 0 to 20%. Is it understood? So we can directly write the rating, right? So what is happening here? Yeah, very low. It is coming down. And I need to reduce a little bit rearrangement like this. Very low rating and this one. Or we can change the orientation. We can make a centrally aligned something. Or I can change the color as well for text. Very low is not a good combination. Maybe the other over the blue, maybe yellow. Yeah. And we can make it a bold as well. So anything or to repeat in this in a creation of the text box and creating the title rating there, right? Simple one. So if I'm writing this 21 to 40%, I can write in another column also, है ना? So that whenever I'm dragging the values as a category name to the chart, it should not be too lengthy or clumsy there, है ना? So that will not be looking good. So I'm removing this here. We can write it here, no issues, है ना? But for a better one, I'm just removing that one. So any doubt or anything to repeat in this as of now, right? So calculation 3 is still pending. What I have done, can I make a copy of this one, this text box? It's a copy and just pasting somewhere in. Okay, so instead of this very low, what I can write? If I change the cell address 36, what it will do? Low, है ना? Same format. If I use here, low, second rating, the same way. If I click on paste and the third 37, I'm just making use of cell referencing 37 average. In case of this average, I'm writing here somewhere, right? And then again, the fourth one. Once I have created text box, I'm just making use of this copy paste, right? Sorry, not this one, 38 this time, right? So making use of high, fourth rating, right? And finally, the fifth one, let's say the fifth text box, 35, right? Simple one. As of now, I have created my first calculation or calculation two part, but I need to represent Ankit Handa, Mr. Ankit Handa employee score of WLV over this chart, right? Understanding my context, understanding the like a condition, what we are going to do. The same way, we need to present these values as well. What is that? Job satisfaction score, performance rating, and project completion rate, so that anyone who is selecting any employee like Sumit Gulati, another one, these values should be reflected. They should not be worrying about the calculation, another one, how they should be seeing just this chart and they will be making a business decision, right? So still, as of now, I have completed the calculation 2, but still my calculation 3 is pending, right? So from today's session, so anything to repeat before I say another comment? Anything to repeat how I have created text box, how I have pasted there, and let me go for this format paints. So these are will be
So
the
when I
same.
try to create the text box from
Yes.
insert, and if I type is equal to and select the column row name which I need to put there, it's not working.
It's not working. So are you using get pivot data or maybe something?
Sorry?
Are you using get pivot data? So let me give one more and then I will allow you to share your screen. Hai na?
Sir,
So
also last step of creating the labels on these categories. Very
Right,
low,
right.
low.
So in a chart or in a table? In
No,
calculation?
in this chart.
Chart, right. So let me repeat one. Hai na? So you can follow and then I will allow the sharing the screen. So what I have done, just go to this insert, right? And click on this text box here, A, right? After clicking this text box, like a list box we have created, and I'm just creating a text box here. Now you just write equals to in the inside of the text box and directly come to this equals to, right? Now if I click on the particular cell address like this, simple one, but make sure you are not getting get pivot data. If you are getting such option get pivot data, then you need to manually type row number or cell address B35, because get pivot data is advanced Excel and it will create a data model first, then it will fetch the value. But in this case, there is no data model we have created. So this is a simple Excel file with no data model is associated with this. So either if you are getting get pivot data, don't use that one, remove that and just manually type B35, or else if it is working like this one, so directly enter this one. So by clicking this, the value that was there in cell, it is reflected here. And then there is two options like no fill and no outline. No fill, and then again a right click, no outline. So that whenever, whatever the color you have made for your 5 ratings, it should not be distracting that one. And then just a little bit rearrangement like centrally aligned and this one, and little bit this size changes, right? Like this. And then just put it here and just make a color change like yellow or maybe golden or whatever you like brownish.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And make it bold and just drag it directly to a particular category,
Okay.
like this.
So it is still
So
not working.
not working. So let me stop sharing that one, but let me save it. Let me
Yeah.
save it first. So now you can share your screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir,
So
with the help of these charts, so
Hmm.
will we be able to see that how many employees are in which category? But because what is the
No, no.
purpose of this?
My purpose here is not to worry about the too much calculations to make a business decision how my employee is performing towards the job satisfaction, work-life balance, and the performance. And the final one is like a project completion rate. So that I should know how my employee is behaving or my employee's attitude, right? Let's say a person who is more getting more rating in work-life balance and also very good in the project completion rate. I can consider it's good candidate, right? But let's say if a person is not good, let's say rating 1 in WLP and project completion rate is 5, that means he or she is not taking care of health or maybe other aspects of the life, right? है ना? So that's we need to consider as a good employee or good HR perspective. We need to understand the employee attitude, whether they are only dedicated to the work, they're not so if they are not getting the good rating in case of WLB or maybe job satisfaction, we need to change our policy or we need to discuss with the higher management. Though they are good employees, we cannot lose those employees, right? So what is the purpose of these charts, right? Actionable insights for HR perspective from this data set, right? Whatever the actionable insights or anything to discuss as a HR policies in my company or for the company that the data we have received, right? That we can understand. That is not possible with the simple tables, right? So that is the purpose. So still this is getting loaded, right? Who has shared this file?
yeah, sir,
This-
the laptop is it's in hang mode right now. It's not
Okay.
working.
So let me ask you some question while you are loading this one. So let's say
Show my screen.
Uh,
I'm having same problem. I'm
yeah,
facing
so
same
please
problem.
please stop sharing and another one can share, right? So
That
let's say
is
let me ask you my question. Performance record of employee. We have a one column. Can we make some HR policies? Those persons who are lacking in terms of the performance can be and can we give some recommendations for the training or maybe some specific skill training or maybe something, or maybe they are not happy with the company, right? So a lot of things we need to check in this case. That will come up when I will present the values for a particular employee, whether they are or whether as as a good HR perspective, we need to make some more changes or more flexible working culture in the organization. So I think again it is hanging. Somebody is sharing, but it is not getting loaded.
the host will have to remove or stop my
So you
screen.
have to rejoin. Please rejoin.
That is also not working. I tried doing that. The screen is all froze. I can't move anything.
So,
Admin can
But-
remove.
No. So in that case, just wait a moment. Hope it will work. So still calculation 3 is pending. But calculation 2 is clear that why I have taken the 5 ratings and why I have created the 5 ratings color, so that whenever I am
host
selecting.
can stop my screen sharing or remove me from the call so that I would rejoin.
Okay, so where is the option? Share option, right? Share screen. No, advanced sharing options. One person can share at a time. Multiple so I can say this multiple participants can share their screens.
Or remove
Right.
me from the call so that I would rejoin.
So I have allowed this multiple
Able to
participants
share
can
now.
share.
1 second. No?
Just start
Let me
sharing.
share. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
No. So still it is written like Sagun has started sharing this. Though I have
I
changed
have
the
also
setting as
shared.
well.
Host needs to remove me from the call, please.
Host. Let me see. Okay.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes. Now. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I was saying, like, if I'm putting formula in this box, now like 6 to 1.
No, not here. Directly go to after. Just make equals to here. Right.
Equals to, okay.
Equals to and and then directly go to the formula bar function fx over the ribbon.
This, no?
No, over the ribbon. Just after equals to, let's go to the function. No, that's a blank one, not here.
This
Blank fx is written near to text box 2.
one?
Just write it, just equals to here in the
Okay.
text box equals to, and then directly hit your cursor to fx near to text box ribbon.
Which one, sir?
Over the ribbon text box. Yes, here.
It's okay here.
Equals to.
Equals
Equals to again equals to, and then cell address. Right.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it is working.
It's working.
And it is working now.
I can,
So you need to just reformat like a color or maybe font and other thing, and then it will be visible. and remove this very low and low from there, so that your donut side will be increased.
right. Got it.
Just remove the
Yeah.
legends from the charts. Yeah, please stop sharing.
I'll do that. Thank you.
So in that case, let me share it. So what I have done, like I have created a chart for calculation 2, but still my calculation 3 is pending. That I will be continue from this point. But make sure that you are saving with this, and from next next session onwards, I will be sharing multiple files. Right? I will be sharing multiple files from multiple data source, and here I will explain the Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View that will become a Power BI. Right? So from Excel side, my calculation 3 and representation of the value is pending, and for all the 4 that I will complete by next session in the with the continuation of that one. But immediately after that, I will start Power Query and Power Pivot. That is the beginning of your Power BI. Right? So 3 sessions that I have covered most of the HR consultancy perspective in Excel. 3 sessions I will be taking on the Power BI. 3 sessions I will be taking on the Tableau, right? With different cases, different aspects. And one will be the master class from my side related with AI and machine learning. How to integrate AI and machine learning in all the 3 analytics software when you will be visiting my campus during the campus immersion. Right? So that is my session plan. 3 sessions for Excel, all the HR perspective, all the important formulas and all the aspects like a dashboard creation and this rating, performance rating, and the rating analysis. Most of the time you will be encountering that one. And from next session onwards, like session 4 to 6, it will be Power BI. That's another one. What is the DAX? Like data analysis expression, how we are going to calculate the values in ETL format when we are going to use Power BI, and how we are making use of Power Query and Power Pivot when we have a multiple data source from different softwares like SQL, let's say Oracle, maybe MS Access, maybe CSV, maybe text file, maybe Excel also, right? That
Sir,
we
you
will be seeing
mentioned AI, that will be the combination of AI and analytics,
integration of AI and machine learning.
machine learning and AI.
Right. In analytics. That will be
Okay.
my master class when you will be visiting my campus during campus immersion in last.
Right,
Right.
sir.
And before that, you will be going through predictive and prescriptive also, so that you can understand why AI can help, where AI and machine learning can help to make the futuristic business decision. Right. So that is my that is given to me to complete. Right. So please save this file as of now. And for today's deliverable, just what I can say, you can, if you are comfortable with this dashboard, you can submit that one as a screenshot. Right. But still, I need to complete that one. What I can say, this rating analysis. So that I will be in the next session. So this one you can submit as a
Sir,
screenshot.
which summary one?
Yeah, summary as a simple dashboard in Excel. So I will write the instructions as well. Hai na? No need to
Okay,
worry. So simple exercise for today. If you have done, so you can directly take a screenshot and with your name somewhere here, right? Somewhere here you can write like a writer or artist. That your job will be done for today. But make sure you are going to practice for all the functions that I have quoted, in any manner.
Yes, sir.
Right. So anything else before we close for the day? And please save it, and we will start from this point for the next session. Right. So thanks, and
That's
see you
just
in the-
one question I want to ask.
Yes, please.
This down you have put no very low, 2020. So
Right.
either from table or we have done hypothetically that 2020 comes.
No, I have hypothetically equal division of ratings
Okay.
because it is an integer one. If it is like a fuzzy rating, then I would have considered the other ratings like 3.9, 3.8, 3.8, maybe bandwidth or maybe something else in that case,
Okay, sir.
right?
Sir, a request,
Yeah,
can you
please.
start the classes a little early, maybe 8 in the morning or 7, because
Oh.
it is easier to concentrate in the early hours.
No, but we need to check the convenience of all other participants, no? And maybe in October or November it will be too early, no? In case of the winter, at least in North, I can consider. No? 8 is just after wake up, 8 will become too soon in case of October and November when we have a foggy mornings. No? So, but still, I'm not like restricting
Just a
anyone, but
request, in case it is feasible, then you may consider.
okay, so I will talk to my team, right? Or maybe Mr. Nishchit from team list. But I cannot guarantee for this because the
Okay, no,
schedule time is 9 to 12
no
for.
issues, sir. Okay. Thank you.
But I will make a comment to my team, right? Yeah. So thanks and see you in the next week. Please save it before you close, right?
Thank you, sir.
And please practice also. Yeah. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.